Welcome back. We are going to be going over the target search page location flexible bidding strategy setup in this video. And just to refresh your memory, the target search page location allows you to dictate whether or not you want to just rank on the first page or if you want to rank in the top 3 positions within a search result page. Keep in mind that this is not guaranteed that every time somebody searches for a keyword you're bidding on that your ad's going to show up, and 2, that you'll show up in the position you're dictating that you would like to show up. But the bidding strategy is set up to increase your potential to show up within the first page or within the top 3 based on which option you select. Now, in selecting this strategy, the target search page location is for, it's really designed and really useful for a marketer who's really on top of their back-end data, their cost per acquisition, their return on investment, and really managing that tightly so that they can stop having the bidding strategy focus on that stuff and really just focus on showing up on a certain page within the search results and focus on increasing click-through rate, and then allowing, once users land on your site, that to be the conversion aspect, that to be where you focus on converting users and increasing or decreasing your cost per acquisition per user. The goal of this is just to get users to your site and strategically place your ads in a certain position on the search results page. So let's go ahead and walk through the setup. Once you're in your campaign, you'll come back to Bid Strategy, Manage Flexible Bid Strategies, select the drop-down, and hit Target Search Page Location. Now, your naming conventions are important. You want to make sure that you name your bidding strategies based on the campaign or ad group that you're going to assign these flexible bidding strategies to, or keyword. In this case, I typically recommend that you set it up at the campaign level so that you have enough data to you get these things functioning well. So here, we're going to go ahead and name this Men's Vintage Boots, and I'm going to call it 5% so that I don't have to come into the bidding strategy to figure out what percentage increase I assigned to this bidding strategy. So I'm going to dictate that I want to show up here, the top of the first search results, okay? And that shows you here. It'll be top 3 or here. And this says anywhere on the first page search results. So typically in my experience, you will actually show up here because you're not dictating that you want to be at the very top. You just want to be anywhere on the first page. What you will notice is that if you are not in the top 3, your click-through rates will go down pretty substantially. Position 3 to 4 is really a good target for keeping good click-through rates and keeping your cost per click as low as possible in the beginning. So I'm going to select top of the first page search results. And I'm going to allow the bid automation to automatically raise and lower bids to match estimated top of page bid. The other option you have is to set bids yourself, and then it will go off the bids that you assign to the keywords in ad groups, just like we went over in the enhanced CPC setup. This will allow you to still manually manage your bids. However, it will use your increase or decrease percentage for here. So I'm going to select automatically raise and lower bids. I'm going to allow Google to do that for me, and I'm going to set an increased bid of 5%. And because this is a new bidding strategy, I'm going to just set a default max bid limit of $3, and then I'm going to select Save. Okay. Now assigning it to the campaign you want to go to, you come back to All Online Campaigns, click the campaign, select Bid Strategy, change Bid Strategy. Now select the new strategy that you've just created, the target search page location, Men's Vintage Boots, 5%. And I'll click Save. Now what I always do, just to ensure that this is assigned at every level of the campaign, I will then assign it to the ad groups and the keywords as well. So I'll come to ad groups, select all, bid strategy, use flexible bid strategy, and then select the strategy you would like to use. Make changes. Now I'm going to assign it at the keyword level as well. Select all, bid strategy, use flexible, and select the target search page location that you just created and make changes. Now, how you manage this at the campaign level is after you've got a little bit of data, you can come back in and pay attention to the top level average cost per click for the campaign, okay? So if your average CPC for this campaign over the last week was $1.50 and your average position was 2.9, then you can go back into your flexible bidding strategy and decrease your max CPC at the flexible bidding strategy level. So then I would come back in to here, come to bid strategy, manage flexible bid strategies, go in to this bid strategy, edit strategy, and now I'm going to decrease this max bid because I've got some historical data that shows me for position to average position 2.9 in that total campaign, it's only costing me $1.50. So I'm going to come in and decrease this max bid to $1.70 and save it. And this will automatically update the bidding strategy and every ad group and campaign and keyword that it's assigned to. And then if you come back in a week or two and your average cost per click has gone down even more, it's $1.40 and your position is 3, then you can go back in and drop your max CPC a little bit to continue to try to whittle down that max cost per click as you get some historical data and your quality scores go up. So that is assigning it at the campaign level. If you would like, which I have not had great success with just because there's typically not a large amount of data to work with, but if you want to assign it at the ad group level or even the keyword level, you can do that as well. So the way that you would do that is click into the men's vintage boots, select the ad group that you want to change, use flexible bidding strategy, or let's say I want to put this one on an enhanced CPC strategy, then I would select enhanced CPC and make the changes. So you see now only this ad group within this campaign is operating on an enhanced CPC bidding strategy. And then I can come in and change the ad group bid to $2.50 if I want. And then I'll go into the ad group and change the bidding strategy for the keyword, which is already done at the ad group level, but I do it manually just to make certain. Oh, it's not allowing me. So it's already assigned here because it's taking the rules from the ad group. So then I can change this to $1.10 or whatever I want. So now I can isolate this ad group within this campaign. So the whole campaign is operating on the target search page location with the exception of this ad group, which is running on the enhanced CPC bidding strategy. So that's the target search page location. This is the one I use most frequently because I've got a really good conversion path set up and I've got a lot of experience running it. And my concern is making sure that I rank at a certain position on the search results page so that my ads are seen and I can acquire the highest click-through rate possible. And then I worry about converting the conversion statistics like the cost per acquisition and bounce rates and all of that stuff. I worry about that once I get the users to my site. So go ahead and take this strategy, apply it to an ad group or a campaign, and maybe even work with the enhanced CPC on some and the target search page on others and see which one you get the best results with. In the next video, we are going to go over the flexible target return on ad spend flexible bidding strategy.